Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be installing a wig. Alright, so as you can see that I am applying my glue, and I ensure that I use ample amount of glue so that I can get a better hold. Alright, so I use 4 layers, but in this video I'm only showing 2 layers. And before applying the second layer, I ensure that the layer before that is completely dry and cleared. Alright, so as I said guys, you want to make sure that you use ample amounts of glue. The more glue you use, the better holds you get. So I am spreading my glue evenly so that it can dry. As you guys can also see that I went ahead and used a stocking cap in which I installed off camera because I was not planning to record this. Alright, so after completing all those steps, the next step is to apply the wig onto the head. Alright, so what I do first, as you see that I apply the middle part first, and I ensure that I secure the middle. Then I secure both sides. I then ask my client to hold the wig firmly so that I can use my rat tail comb to baste the lace into the glue. Alright, so that's what I do. I ensure that I use the rat tail comb to baste the hair inside of the glue so that it can hold perfectly. I then go ahead and use my blow dryer on medium low, or I should say medium high, because you don't want the heat to be too high for the client, as well as you don't want to use cold air because you want to use warm air to help melt the lace into the glue. So you go ahead and ensure that you bring this all the way around the lace to get every section, every part melted in the glue. Alright, so what I'm doing next, I'm using my scissors to cut the excess hair off the lace. You want to ensure that your lace is laid perfectly above your client's ears. So you're going to go ahead and cut off the excess hair with your scissors. You don't want the hair to be laying on the client's ears because that can irritate sometimes. Alright, so what you can do, you can use your scissors or your comb to part off the excess hair, in which I use my scissors. Next, I am using my wax stick to get all the hairs laid flat behind so I can go ahead with my installation. Alright, so after doing this process, I am going to use my hot comb. My hot comb will give me that sleek look that I need, so I can go ahead and finish up the installation without any excess hair flying over the lace or so on. Alright, so now I'm tying my belt on. This will help to finish up the melting process. So I will be allowing this to melt for 20 minutes. I gave this 20 minutes to melt. Alright, so after 20 minutes I'll be removing the belt. So look at that, you can see there's a lot more different than before. Alright, so after removing the belt, I'll be cutting off the lace, right? So one thing though, I don't normally stick to one method. So normally sometimes I would apply the got to be spray on the lace before I put it to melt, but this time I decided to do a different method. Maybe in a different video, then I will show you guys how it look when I use the got to be spray to melt the hair. Alright, so I am using my razor to cut the excess lace off. I don't like using the scissors because the scissors don't give me the perfect edges that I need. Normally when I use the scissors, I got this straight round cut that I don't want. So using a razor, guys, you'll get this sort of jiggy because I don't want it to look straight because it will show that it is a wig. Alright, so I'm going through with the razor to cut the lace off. I ensure that I did not speed this section of the video because I want you guys to see exactly what I am doing, because this process is very important. Alright, so after doing so, I just section out my baby hairs, and I'll be using my wax stick and my hot comb to separate the baby hair from the rest of the hair. Alright, so you want to ensure that you use your hot comb before doing your edges to slightly run the hot comb over the section of the hair that you'll be using for your baby hair to get it laid flat. Alright, so a little adjustment here. I went ahead and make some adjustment with the amount of hair that I took out to do the baby hair, because I wanted it to be a little bit more, I should say, longer or bigger. Alright, so I ensured that I went ahead and take out the hair, and I used my razor to get it on the same level as the rest of the hair. In this video, guys, I did not show any product, which I'm very sorry for, but I used the Eco Styling Gel, which is the white one, the extra old, to do my baby hair. Normally this is the product that I use to do all of my baby hairs, because clients normally complain that the got to be gel is white after some time. Alright, so I ensure that I use something that is very satisfying and that can last at the same time. Alright, so I went ahead and I think I did one side of the hair on the camera, and I went ahead off camera to complete the other side of the baby hair. Along the process, I went over and I did some adjustment to this side, some neat up to this side, and then, as I said, I went ahead and I did the other side off camera. So you can see that all of the baby hair is fully completed. Alright, so here I'm using my hot comb once again. Guys, hot comb is very important in installing a wig. I think this is the main piece of equipment that you need to get a flawless installation, because you want to ensure that your wig is laid flat and sleek and nice. Alright, so my client needs center part, so I went ahead off camera and I did my center part. So I'm using my comb here to get all the hair laid and flat in the direction that I need it. Alright, so I'll be using my my melt belt once again to tie down these edges. So I'll be tying down these edges for about the next 15 minutes. Alright, so this will allow the hair to look even more melted in the skin, the baby hair to be set in the right place so that it can last for a while. Alright, so what I didn't show on camera, guys, I also used the blow dryer on medium heat to dry the edges, right? Because as I said, I used the Eco Gel, so I used the blow dryer to dry the edges. Alright, so I'm using my wax stick here to get the top of the hair flat and laid. Alright, because you want to ensure that you section up the hair properly. You want to ensure that all the hair is laid in the right position and in the right place. So you want to ensure that you use ample amount of wax stick when doing your installation, because this is what helps to keep the hair in one place. Or I should say, this is what keeps the hair in one place. So wherever you put the hair, the wax stick will help you to keep it there. Alright, so seeing that sleek, nice, flat look, guys, the wax stick and the hot comb work magic. Alright, so remember, guys, whenever doing your installation, wax stick is very important because it helps to keep the hair in place. Alright, so I went ahead, guys, and I finished up the process. I ensured that I section off the back part of the hair because I don't want any tracks to be shown at the back of the hair. And you go ahead and flat until you get the desired look that you need. Alright, so just ensure that you flatten the hair enough in the direction that you want it to fall, and it will fall there. Alright, so I went ahead, and after doing this process, then I go ahead and I flat iron the hair, but unfortunately my camera did not record enough footage of this part, right? I'm not sure what happened, but then I realized that there's not much footage for this part. Alright, so I went ahead and I flat my hair, and then guys, you'll see the finishing look. Alright guys, so this is it guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please tell me below what you think of this video. Also, I went ahead and I used my concealer and my hairspray to get the concealer part in sharp. So please remember to like, comment and share. Tell me what you think about this video guys, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.